I'm with Henrik Leerberg, Product Line Director for Structureware for Data Centers at Schneider Electric. We're talking at one of the company's technology centers in Europe. Henrik, can I ask you, what do you foresee as the future for capacity optimization as far as cooling is concerned in the data center?
So capacity management as a discipline in data centers has been really one of the biggest drivers for DSIM over the past years, because it's so hard to do manually, so hard to actually grasp by the human brain really what goes on and how the connectivity between the different devices are. So previously a lot of the capacity management has been around recommendations to the users to go out and do something manually. Change this, optimize here, or put servers there, or something like that. But on the cooling side, we've now reached this state where we actually can start doing things automatically, which means we have kind of a demand response system that can be put into place for the CRAC units and the entire air conditioning system for the data center. That means that by taking measurements of the kind of the air conditioned situation, we will be able to adjust automatically the CRAC units to supply enough air to the area that is becoming hotter or colder.
Does this mean the customer needs to go and further instrument the data center?
If the customer already have instrumentation in terms of temperature sensors that at a decent density level, it's completely fine. He doesn't need to do more. But if not, he needs to install at least at every third rack a new temperature sensor or 2 new temperature sensors. Mm-hmm. And with that information, we kind of analyze that temperature kind of map, and based on that, we will actually adjust the CRAC units to fulfill the entire picture there.
Other manufacturers have tried to implement dynamic cooling provision before, mm-hmm. not successfully. Mm-hmm. I guess the big question, we walk into any data center, it's cool, and it's normally cool in case something goes wrong. Yeah. So what assurances are you going to give the users about what's going to happen when things go wrong?
If you walk into a data center that is really cold, you know something is not necessarily wrong, but you know they're spending a lot of money on energy for cooling down that, and it's typically overcooled, overcommissioned. All CRAC units are running at full speed at 100%, right? And this is really where we see a lot of opportunities to save money for our customers, to go in and instrument and control these CRAC units automatically, to really meet the demand and not just overcool everything. And our system is built in a way that has a lot of redundancy built in, but we also have a system that detects if some component in the system goes wrong or fails. We will kind of default back to what we call bypass or fail-safe mode, where we turn on all the CRAC units in the room, and then it will be cold, but you're not interrupting your service.